Um, well, I've been doing intermittent fasting for some time now. And there was a time where I was like uh, pretty strict on it. I have a personal trainer as well that I see once a week, and then I have like a program to follow throughout the week. And she's super helped me on like the nutritional side of things and like what I should be eating um, on a typical day, post workout, all these different things. So um, I typically, because of my, late schedule, I do like either 16-hour fast and then 8 hours window to eat, or 18 and 6. And usually I don't eat until dinner, which is kind of crazy. Sometimes, like if I feel like I need to shift it, I will, but more often than not, my first meal is at between 4 and 5 p.m. And I'll usually do something more often than not pretty healthy. Like I'll do like chicken and fish. I don't really eat red meat. I will once in a blue moon, but very rarely. So like, yeah, chicken dish, some kind of like maybe rice or something, and then some kind of green. I found it didn't really affect too much. I know there's people are really strict, like only have black coffee in the morning. You're only allowed black coffee and water from this time and whatever. And I was really vigilant about that at first, but it was still working for me without doing that. Like where I would have like um, like a couple coffees throughout the day with sugar and a bit of cream, and like obviously the whole point of fasting is to like not have anything so that your stored fat is getting used up. Usually post 12 hours of not eating, that's when it's really like burning it off or whatever. But it's such a minuscule thing, like it's like, do I have take this little cheat and be cool for the day until I can eat, or do I be mad grumpy and you know what I mean, follow the exact rules? Because I did it initially for like, just to be a bit healthier, lose a bit more weight, and it was flowing off me without having to kind of like cheat it. So yeah, that's kind of typical. And in that window too, like I'll usually have the meal like 5, like try not to snack too much. I'm not much of a snacker anyway, but if I do, I'll have something like, I don't know, like yogurt and fruit, or like, some nuts, and like obviously I do cheat and not cheat, but I'll have like a bag of chips or something or whatever, and then have another little meal around like 9 or something. And then typically that's like I'm good till then, but sometimes there's like, oh shit, it's like 10:45 and I'm kind of hungry and I have 15 minutes to kind of like, I'll set those little things for myself or whatever. But yeah, I did that pretty vigilant from like May of 2022 until like probably October. And I lost over 30 pounds. And then, yeah, so like I'm kind of loose with it now. Like I'm not as rigid, but I've kept the weight off and stayed pretty healthy. For the most part, I'm eating like pretty healthy.